العالمين الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. My dear respected brothers, my sisters, my children, it is commonly known that human life is a precious gift. It is not just life, but especially human life, that is precious. And what is so special about a human life that makes it precious? And why not the life of animals? Like animals, we are born, and we eat, and build shelters. With a few differences here and there, we work to bring food and other necessities. And animals look for their food and needs as well. They fulfill their needs, and we do the same. They protect and defend themselves and watch and safeguard their territories, just as we do. They care for their offspring and get old. They get sick, injured, and die. And all these things happens to us. What then is so special about human life? Why is it precious? My dear respected brothers, if I were to give you a 10-ton rock as a gift to be placed in your already rocky backyard, would you call it a precious gift? Normally, it will not even be called as a gift, let alone a precious one, because there is no purpose attached to it. Since there is no purpose to it, it has no value, and as a result, it is not precious. Whereas if I were to give you a diamond ring or a Rolex watch, you would certainly say that it was a precious gift. The purpose of the diamond ring or a Rolex watch or anything expensive is what makes them valuable and worthy to be called precious. These items will certainly be of use to your life, and they will beautify your appearance, increases your wealth, reflects your personality, and so on. Now we know that the purpose of something is what makes it valuable and precious. The greater the purpose, the more the value and preciousness. For more purpose and their values varies according to each person's taste, choice, and use. One must know the purpose of anything before attaching any value to it. Therefore, it is a purpose of human life that makes a valuable and precious gift from our Lord. If our purpose is the same as that of animals, then their life should be equally valuable and precious as ours. Human life is more valuable than any other life and is correctly called precious because there is a greatest purpose attached to it. Islam teaches us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the universe to serve man and created man to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Man has every animal qualities and habits, but the difference is the man is granted a special purpose in life, which is to worship and please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To fulfill this special purpose, humans must first control and suppress those animalistic qualities that hinder them from their purpose. And they must develop, purify, and promote those qualities that assist them. At this point, man truly becomes worthy of his status as the best of all creatures. And only then does his life becomes precious. How we choose to live this life determines what our end will be in the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Holy Quran translation, "And I did not create jinn and men, but to worship me. Surely we have created man in the best mold," meaning form. "I swear by time, verily man is necessarily in loss, except those who believe and do good deeds, and enjoin one another to accept the truth and to be patient." My dear respected brothers, the Lord created us in the best manner possible and equipped us with every quality necessary to live as humans and prepare ourselves for the success of the hereafter. Whoever fulfills his greatest purpose of life, to worship the Lord, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He taught us, will become the guided and successful one. Otherwise, he will be a loser. The choice is ours. Forgetting the greater purpose for which he was created has led man to think of this world as his permanent abode, meaning that he thinks that he's going to live here for the rest of his life forever. In making arrangements to live in this supposedly permanent home, man has become a machine, and he does not control his life anymore. Willingly or unwillingly, intentionally or not, he has become a slave, either of society, of his self-created artificial life, competing for success, wealth, luxuries of life, fame, and other material desires, has turned him into a machine, by which he has lost the inherent and necessary charm of real life. In fact, the earth and everything else were created to serve him, but instead of enslaving them, he became their slave. He was supposed to use them to fulfill his divine purpose, yet he gave himself into their service and became a subordinate. This servitude caused him to ask, why this and why that, when he should have been looking into himself and asking, why me and why what for? Instead of appreciating the perfection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, creatively and invoking his good name, he forgot his main purpose and lost himself to the temporary charm of the disinfect world. My dear respected brother, those who are lost in this world have become like machines that do not observe or think, have a heart, or worry about any accountabilities for their actions. Machines are not mindful of their death or ponder what will happen to them thereafter. They do not need to ask about their Creator, their purpose, or what will happen to them in the end when they are junked or they're wrecked. Humans, however, should inquire into these realities. Considering the same example from a different angle shows that machines, which are the creation of man, never deviates from their purpose. They follow the orders of their owner, even without having a mind of their own, functions properly and perform tasks according to the intent of their inventor. Humans are, on the other hand, even after becoming like machines, do not completely perform like them. This is, of course, because humans still have free will. Even though they can think, observe, ponder, and have a mind of their own, they fail to function properly, deviate from their course, and do not act according to the orders of their Creator and Master, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my dear respected brothers, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to follow what he told us to do. Ameen bi jahi Nabi al-Amin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.